All right, team. So we had a great brainstorming session and we've come up with something innovative. We're calling it performance pay, and the idea is pretty simple. We're going to reduce everyone's base hourly rate to $12 an hour, but here's the twist. Customers are going to be able to choose how much they want to pay extra based on the quality of service that you guys give them. They'll have an option to pay an additional 5 to 25% on their bill, and that extra money will go directly to a pool and we'll distribute that to the staff at the end of the week. Oh, wait, hold on. So the hourly rate is going to drop to $12 an hour, and the workers are relying on tips based on how much the customers decide to give, right? But that's not like guaranteed payment. What if we have a slow week and customers don't tip? How is that sustainable for our staff? Good question, Jenny, and I get where you're coming from. So here's the thing. While we're lowering the hourly pay, the tips are going to be pooled together and distributed evenly across all staff who are affected by the pay adjustment. This gives the team more potential to earn based on customer satisfaction. We're basically making the entire experience more customer-driven. No one's going home empty-handed, but the amount will vary depending on customer feedback. And don't worry, everything will be taxed appropriately, of course. But if tips are not consistent, then they could end up earning less than they were making before. $12 an hour might not even cover their basic living wages, especially if customers aren't tipping generously. Wouldn't it be better to just keep paying a fairly hourly wage and let tips be an added bonus on top of that? I'm worried this might hurt the workers more than it helps. I hear you, Olivia, but let me clarify. The workers will get paid just in a more performance-based model. We're shifting the responsibility for pay to the customer, and it gives us more flexibility as a company. The idea is that the tips will reflect how well staff are doing and motivates everyone to really up their game. Plus, as a company, we're saving on overhead by not carrying such a high base wage. We're still testing it, but we think it's the way forward. But this system doesn't sound fair to the workers. If it's a slow day, or what if customers just don't tip much? It seems like we're asking the customers to subsidize the staff's pay so you guys don't have to provide a fair wage. I get it, but at the end of the day, the company has to balance paying competitive wages while keeping our profit margins in check. So by giving customers the power to tip what they feel is appropriate, we're letting them have more forward control over the experience. Plus, they're rewarding a good service, so it should be a win-win, right? I'm just concerned that it feels like we're putting all the pressure on customers, and if they don't tip generously, the staff could end up struggling. Look, Olivia, I appreciate the concern, but we're running a business here. I know it may seem harsh, but sometimes we have to be bold in how we do things. You're not just working for the company, you're also helping to drive the product that we're selling to the customer. We're all in this together, and we'll monitor the results to make sure no one's falling behind. We'll start with a 10% tip pool, then move it up gradually to see how it goes. So you're not concerned about workers going home with only $50 in tips after a slow week? I'm confident that as long as the team focuses on customer satisfaction, we'll be fine. If it's working as we expected, we can always tweak it. But for now, we're moving forward with this model. If things don't work out, we'll readjust accordingly. But we're trying this out for the long haul. So no more questions for now. Let's make it work, team. Performance pay starts next month, and remember, tip wisely.